Hello, first graders, and welcome back for another day of reading workshop. Now, before I begin and introduce our teaching point or learning target, I need you guys to put on your detective hats, all right, and get ready to do some detective work. Okay, so think back to last week when we were learning all these different tools to put in our toolkits or strategies to help us solve tricky words. Now, I'm going to read a page from Poppleton that we've already read, and I'm going to use a strategy, and you have to do your detective work and figure out which strategy I'm using. Okay? And just to review, will it be read it part by part, use a word you know, or try it many ways? So these are the three strategies. Let's see if you can identify which one I'm using your detective skills. Ready? Okay. So, of course, said Cherry Sue, we'll put them in my attic. Poppleton, I know follow, followed. Oh, Poppleton followed Cherry Sue into her attic. So, what strategy did I use for followed? Take a moment, thumb up when you know. Yes, read it part by part. I started with the follow, followed, and then I was able to figure it out. Let's try another one. Poppleton followed Cherry Sue into her attic. He, this reminds me of a word I know. I remember writing the word bump this week. This is a D. He dumped all of his things into a corner. Okay, so what strategy did I use for the word dumped? Thumbs up when you know. That's right, I used a word that I already knew. So use a word you know. I remembered writing the word bump in something else I was doing with the class. So that helped me solve dumped. So now we have another strategy to put into our toolkit, okay? So I'm going to just go over our teaching point and learning target, and then we're going to give it a try. Teaching point. Strong readers only slow down to read a word when it is a tricky word. They read most words in a snap so that their reading is smooth. So you know those word wall words that we've added that you should know in a snap? Those are the kinds of words we're talking about. The learning target in an I can statement. I can read smoothly and only stop or slow down when I see a tricky word. Then I use a strategy from my toolkit. So guess what strategy we're going to be learning today? It's going to be checking to see if it's a snap word. So check to see if it's a snap word. So this one gets a little tricky because we don't have our word wall in front of us. It's in the classroom. But the words that you should know in a snap are your sight words. So words like they, their, some, came, other, back, all those words that you know in a snap. Okay? So let's try this in the Poppleton book today, okay? And I'll model this for you, and then you're going to try it yourself in your Just Right books. So, okay. Let's look here. So at this point, Poppleton's giving some of his things to Cherry Sue, and he's thinking he might miss some of those things, okay? So, I'll sure miss some things, said Poppleton. I'll take good care of, oh, that's a snap word, so I should know it in a snap. It's the word them. I'll take good care of them, promised Cherry Sue. Okay, so I paused here, but really this is one of those words that we see all the time in our reading, and we use it in our writing, and it's on the word wall. So I didn't need to slow down. So let's try that again. I'll take good care of them, promised Cherry Sue. Let's go to the next page. Wow, said Poppleton. Now, look at all of that yarn. Okay? Yes, said Cherry Sue. I don't knit, so it just sits. Wait, oh, I don't need to slow down here. That's another snap word. Let me try that sentence again. I don't knit, so it just sits there. Okay, so I didn't need to stop because that's a snap word. But since I stopped, I went back to the beginning of the sentence to help me get that speed again and to be really smooth so that when I got to the word, I didn't stop. Let's try one more. May I have it? Asked Poppleton. Of course, said Cherry Sue. Let me turn the page now. And look at those. Now I'm kind of stuck. Now, is this a snap word? Thumbs up if you think it is. Thumbs down if you think it's not a snap word. You're right. It is not a snap word. So I need to use one of my strategies. So let's get started and look at those thumbtacks. Thumbtacks. Oh, thumbtacks. And look at those thumbtacks. So what strategy did I use to help me there? Do you remember which one? That's right, read it part by part. So I just showed you how sometimes I might slow down, or you as a reader might slow down when really you should know that word in a snap. So if that happens, you can go back and start that sentence again to read smoothly and then continue on. And when you do get to a tricky word that truly is a word you don't know, that's when you pull out all of these strategies and you use what you think would help you, whether it is read it part by part, use a word you know, try it many ways, and now check if it's a snap word, meaning if it's a sight word that you know from your word wall, then just go back and start that sentence again and read it so that it's smooth and you read that word in a snap. Okay, so thank you for reading with me and doing some detective work today. And now you're going to go off and read for 20 minutes. And if you're up for a challenge, try 25 minutes, okay? And before we go, our virtual sticker. This week it is an orange owl for each of you. And I hope to one day be able to give this out in person to all of you, okay? And as I say today and every day when I end a mini lesson, I want you to have an awesome day, and I will see you later. Bye.